Good morning, everyone. We're at the Motherly Food Forest. Today is August 30th, 2020. And if you don't have a quarter acre of land to accomplish growth like this, and you have a small plot, maybe inner city, side strip next to your house, in between your neighbor's house, or maybe even in an apartment complex where you have a small patch that they may allow you to landscape yourself, let me show what you can accomplish in a small area. This area I'm about to show you is maybe 15 feet by 30 feet, 35 feet. Here in this area we have the Arbequina olive. Now, olives cannot be eaten straight off the tree out of hand. They need to be cured in a brine for at least a month in order to be palatable. Here we have a papaya. Now, papayas being a tropical plant, what you want to do is scoop the fresh seeds out of a viable, ripe fruit and just sow them directly into the ground and keep them watered. They will sprout. Down here we have a variety of sweet potato, Japanese purple sweet potato. The flesh is denser and not as moist as the orange sweet potato that we're used to buying from the stores. So if you choose to grow orange sweet potato, spend the extra money and get organic. Conventionally grown orange sweet potatoes tend to just rot. Behind here, I've created a living border. This is Tithonia, Mexican sunflower. We planted this simply by taking and cutting one branch off of the plant that we had in the front, and we stuck it in the ground. Rinse, wash, and repeat, and you will have success. This easily roots. It grows voraciously, so if it is not something that you want to continually maintain, I would advise against planting it. We use it as a border as well as a extremely nitrogen-rich chop and drop fertilizer. Now, on the side of our house, we created an arbor tunnel out of hog panel fencing. The hog panel fences cost around $20 a piece, so all in all you're looking at about $60 to $70 with tax in order to create something, depending on its orientation, could grow many things. Its orientation to the sun, that is. Now, we're using these trellises that we've created to grow Florida Flame grapes, as well as cold hardy kiwi. Grapes are a pretty simple plant to grow. They pretty much do the work for you. Kiwi, however, may worry you, only because what we've seemed to notice is, here we have the kiwi leaf, and it grows up, you see, in a vine rotating counterclockwise up, continuing to grow. Now, all of this growth was put on in one season, but the year before that, when we planted this plant, it died to the ground. And it has happened with every kiwi that we've planted, that it has died to the ground and come back strong the next year. Here, as an understory in dappled sunlight, we have Elaeagnus augustifolia, I believe it is. This is known as the Russian olive. Most people use it as an ornamental hedge, and you can see that if you were to prune it, it would grow and be trained very much like a hedge or a box shrub. But if you allow it to go, it likes to grow out long tendrils and sweep down and hang. This gets a very tasty edible berry on it. Usually the fruits are ready by February to March. The fruit itself will ripen pink and have golden speckles all over it. Over here, a tree that reputedly is not supposed to do well in this area and be difficult to grow in this area, we have the starfruit. Now we have two trees right next to each other. I'm hoping that these will grow in canopy as they look to be doing. This variety here is the Sri Kambangan starfruit. And if you haven't had grown starfruit, organically grown starfruit that has been allowed to ripen fully on the tree, I can understand why most people would turn their nose up at starfruit. It's atrocious from the store. Bitter, astringent, watery, flavorless. Off of the tree, it's a whole different story. Now, using what we have available and what we have created out of these trees, we have a very insulated microclimate where we have planted a dragon fruit cactus. It has climbed up the fence this season, and we're hoping by next year it will cascade and droop over the top of our fence and then begin to flower and fruit in the manner that dragon fruit cacti like to grow. Most people grow dragon fruit atop some type of pillar or pedestal in a pot and allow it to cascade over the edges. So in this small area, you can clearly see the abundance that you can produce. I would not doubt that our sweet potato harvest this year will be around 50 to 60 pounds. Because last year we pulled 52 pounds of these very same sweet potatoes out of a small mound that was maybe 10 by 10. Grow your favorite food. Don't be discouraged if you do not have a lot of land. It can be done.